All right, Anthony on Air podcast back for another episode. J-Sabs along with us momentarily, but we are starting the show off with the Ghislaine Maxwell defense. We now have a little bit of an idea about how she is going to try and get out of the allegations she is under right now. Plus, Brian Laundrie's coworker speaks out for the first time. Bezos versus DiCaprio, Travis Scott, and this whole thing that went on over the weekend. A lot of people lost their lives. J-Sabs will be here to really dive into that. So that's coming up. Most stressed city in the U.S., Biden's long greaser, J-Sabs' humble beginnings, and Frank is gaslighting me. Lots of drama internally here at the Anthony on Air podcast. We're so appreciative that you are here. Thanks to our good pals over at Jumpstart Coffee Company who proudly sponsor this episode. More on them in a moment. Let's get into the topics. Ghislaine Maxwell has, she hasn't outlined her defense, but we have a pretty good idea about what is coming up and what is to be expected here as we are just 21 days away from this trial starting. Wednesday, Ghislaine's lawyers will call an expert to the witness stand. And they've released a letter today publicly, which kind of gives us an idea of both of those things together. Give us an idea about what we are to expect in this upcoming case here. A letter from lawyer Jeffrey Paglukia, which was made public today, outlines the defense that Ghislaine Maxwell is going to be going for. A hearing on admitting expert testimony is scheduled for Wednesday. The trial is set to begin on the 29th, as I said. Experts are saying this could last up to 6 weeks. According to the letter made public today, a former president of the American Academy of Psychiatry and Psychiatry are tricky. Shut up. A former president of the American Academy of Psychiatry and the Law will testify that Maxwell's alleged effort to win her accuser's trust did not automatically reflect an intent to be abused. That is what this expert witness is going to testify to. The letter also said Park Dietz would testify that the suggestion Maxwell committed grooming by proxy, quote unquote, by recruiting underage girls to give sexualized massages to Epstein had no support in the scientific community. It also said Elizabeth Loftus, a psychologist, specializing in memory issues, would testify about false memories of sexual abuses that people could describe on the witness stand with confidence, detail, and emotion without deliberately lying. So this expert, if you will, is going to testify that people can give false memories with confidence, detail, and emotion without deliberately lying. Spokesman for the U.S. Attorney Damian Williams in Manhattan, whose office is prosecuting Maxwell, declined to comment. Paglukia and Dietz could also testify about how Epstein, like others with great power and wealth, might have radiated a halo effect that let him surround himself with people who served his needs. The materials reviewed reflect that Jeffrey Epstein was a brilliant man who was flawed by enduring personality traits found among those with antisocial, narcissistic, borderline, and histrionic personality disorders. Let me summarize for you here if you're just joining us. A whole bunch of bullshit is what they're about to spew out as they attempt a defense because, in these alleged charges here of Ghislaine Maxwell. We shall see, but on Wednesday they'll submit a full list here, and of course we got a couple of ideas on who they're going to be calling to the stands, their supposed experts. Here's our supposed expert, and that's J-Sabs.
Well,
what up, kid?
Oh my God. I wonder who they're going to call. Obviously, me, because I do have a lot of experience with multiple personality disorders, bipolar, anxiety, depression. There's a whole bunch of people who I know.
Yeah. I love bipolar. As you said bipolar, I just thought I'd like to coin a new phrase, Biden polar.
That's a good one.
That's going to be my new thing. That's where you fart in front of people for long extended periods of time and pretend like you did it. Scott story coming up momentarily. Sit
Oh
tight,
God, help.
kids. Sit tight. All right, we're going to talk about Travis Scott. That's what J-Sabs is here for.
That's what
But
I'm here for.
first, this quick little note on Brian Laundrie. So there was a fundraiser over the weekend, and a former coworker of Brian's described him. They spoke to Fox News and described him as being a quote weirdo and a chameleon. Chameleon is a scary. That's a scary. There's a lot of weirdos out there, but a chameleon to me is like a deceptive-y kind of.
Yeah, like lurking and lurking in the shadows.
Yes. Michael Livingston, who allegedly worked with Laundrie at a garden center on Long Island. Doesn't that make you wonder which
Ooh.
one?
Oh, I was just gonna say, which one do you think it is?
Brian Laundrie could have
There's a
helped you
lot.
purchase hydrangeas, J-Sabs.
Okay, that's the guy who smelled my toes.
What?
Never mind. That's another story.
Somebody smelled your toes at a garden center?
I never told you this.
All right, let me finish this, and then we're gonna hear that story. Anyway, at this Long Island Garden Center, he painted Brian as being a disturbing person, saying he did have a tendency to be, I don't want to say the wrong thing and make him sound worse than he already is. He was kind of a guy who would get pissed off pretty quick. He also described him as being very possessive over Miss Petito. He seemed jealous when she spoke to other men. He would come over and do the boyfriend thing, put his arm around her and give her a kiss. Very possessive stuff, he said. Also, I got to say this quickly, too. I really felt bad for her mom, Gabby Petito's mom. She tweeted this over the weekend, like she was just, I guess, trying to like escape the world and put on Hulu. And the first thing that Hulu suggested was a special about her daughter going missing.
Oh God,
How much does that suck?
that's weird.
Anyway, tell me about the guy who sniffed your toes. Did that really happen?
No, but I almost just made up a whole story, and that would have been great.
That would have been great.
You want to go back?
I wish we could.
Okay.
Listen, everybody, we put this up at the start of the show. J-Sabs' humble beginnings. This is an anniversary that even J-Sabs doesn't know about. I'm going to drop this little story on everybody coming up.
Humble beginnings?
Your humble beginnings. Your start on the podcast actually started 8 years ago today.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Jumpstart Coffee Company, proud sponsor of the podcast here. We love these guys. Great coffee, great cause. Actually, I had my parents in for the weekend, and I brewed up some Jumpstart Coffee Company for them. And they are the two most miserable people who shouldn't be miserable. My parents. They're they spent like $37 to take a plane up here, like for no money, and complained about everything else. And then, like, they're just so contradictory.
Wait, they complained about the plane?
They complained about the plane. They complained
What?
about.
Did they take from?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What was wrong with it?
Well, again, as I always say with Frontier, besides that, the fact that you have to get out and push it to get it started. No, they were just. It's amazing. Like in one breath, they're like, "Oh, the guy who comes in because my mother can't walk. She's got a heart condition, so she gets the wheelchair treatment."
Oh, okay.
So they'll be like, in one sentence, they'll be like, "Oh, the guy came right up to us, put an umbrella over her, and got her situated, and he was so nice." That's one sentence, and then like 45 minutes later, they're like, "Don't you understand how hard it is to us to get here? Like we have to like get a guy to get us on the wheelchair."
Oh my God! I'm
like,
sorry.
What are you talking about? Anyway, the whole reason why I brought it up is because they're the most complicated, difficult people to please, and they loved the Jumpstart Coffee Company. They were huge fans.
Especially after their 4-hour sex session. Your father told me like it was the only thing that woke him up.
That's true.
Because all he wanted to do was sleep.
Well, we have to talk about the fact that you were flirting with my father over the weekend as well, too, which I didn't appreciate.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jumpstart Coffee Company, even miserable, retired, but quite lovely parents in Florida will love this coffee. So
look at me, I have to live in Florida. Boo-hoo.
It was like everything was a complaint. Then they're coming up for my cousin's wedding. Don't repeat this. They're coming up for my cousin's wedding. and my cousin moved the time of his wedding, and they're like, "How could he do that? Doesn't he know we have a flight?" I'm like, "It's
Oh
his wedding."
my
Like,
God, reschedule it and pay the extra $12.
I can't even take them. They're too much. Anyway, but they love Jumpstart Coffee Company, and that's why
Okay.
I decided to keep them around. Order with the link in the description below, or you can click on the banner at the homepage of anthonyonair.com. Save 15% with the promo code AOA15. And don't forget that 50% of Jumpstart Coffee Company profits go to the Navy SEAL Foundation. That's why we say
No,
great
that's
coffee,
nice.
great cause, because they are indeed quite nice.
Obviously, I didn't have my Jumpstart coffee today, so that's why I'm yawning.
You did not. And I'm a little under the weather today, so I don't know how long this episode is going to
Yeah,
go
I know. I'm
for.
sorry, guys.
We lost Frankie C for the same reason, but more on him in a second, too. We're going to talk about him gaslighting me over the weekend. Anyway, J-Sabs, DiCaprio versus Bezos or Travis Scott? Which one do you want to do next?
Travis Scott.
Okay, let's get into Travis Scott. I'm going to give you the lead on this one. You seem to know everything that went on here. What was this,
I'll
Astro World Festival?
Astro World Festival, which takes place in Houston, and
It's pronounced
it's
Houston, but go ahead.
and it's across the street from Six Flags there. And I wasn't too sure because I saw like amusement park rides, and I'm like, how does this like correlate to
Oh.
concert? And then I find out it's like right across the street, whatever.
Isn't it in like the parking lot of Six
Yeah,
Flags or
it's
some shit
it's
like that?
weird. It's
Okay.
weird, but I'll be honest, I spent more time with Travis Scott this weekend than I did my husband. I'm not going to even lie, okay?
What happened? It bit you? You got obsessed?
I got obsessed. Went down that rabbit hole. Friday night, Saturday night, it consumed me.
Well, let's say what happened. So
Okay.
people got crushed and trampled, and 8 people died.
8 people died at his concert. And it was like a long concert. Like I didn't realize either. Like how sometimes you have like a few acts. People waited 4 hours to see him,
Wow.
which is a crazy amount because it's Travis Scott.
But wait, it was a festival though,
It was a
wasn't it?
festival,
Okay.
but obviously he headlined it, and Drake joined him on stage for a song or two. But what happened was, well, they don't really know exactly 100% what happened.
Mm-hmm.
All they know is that there was over 50,000 people at this concert, which is a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that they had the barricade set up against the stage, which was like an inverted cross shape, people I guess just started pushing, started crowd surfing. First of all, I didn't even know you could crowd surf at a rap concert. What?
Yeah, when did that start happening?
When did that start? That only happens at like,
Dirty rock
rock,
shows.
yeah, like Warped Tour, which I have attended, and it was disgusting and also cool. But like that's the kind of music you crowd surf, not a rap. Like what? Not a hip hop. No, it was just weird to me that whatever. So anyway, people I guess started pushing and shoving, and then there was people on the floor. 8 people died. 300 people got hurt. There was, I saw so many. I legit over 250 TikTok videos. I'm not kidding.
What were these videos of people like in the crowd?
In the crowd, there was a video that I kept seeing too, of 2 people trying to tell this. I guess the video guy on stage, like to stop because someone's dead, and they just told him to get off stage. And I mean, you could see in a video, he sees someone down. He's like, okay, ambulance, take care of him. But then like, he doesn't stop. He didn't really stop. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
obviously other performers. And that's also what came up in my feed too, was like past performers and people getting hurt at their shows. They stop the show. They make sure the person's okay. He just kept going.
I saw that. Was that the clip where somebody walked up to him and said something to him, and he said, all that,
Oh
or
yeah.
something?
Yep. That was one of them.
Now, okay, this is what I'm dying to know. Did those people tell him that there was something happening in the? That's what I want to know.
Because it didn't stop until 40 minutes after he started, I believe, or after the first person, or after he was first told. That's a long time. That is a long time.
Yeah, that's rough.
And I don't know, because then, of course, I got into like, there's a big conspiracy out there now.
With this already,
Oh, yeah. You didn't hear
it's
about
Alec.
this?
Let me guess. It's Alec Baldwin's fault.
No,
Alec Baldwin set up the barricades.
no. It's
Oh,
so the way they set up the stage, all like the scenery, the lighting, everything was very like demonic, satanic. So very like, and also the biggest thing is, which where they're not saying everywhere, but they've said a few places. A security guard said that he felt himself being pricked in the neck with a needle, and he passed out. And that is actually confirmed to be true by the police chief there.
oh
So like, I
wow.
know that's not fake. So that's like weird. Some people on TikTok too have said they, right before, like, I guess the pushing and the shoving started, they heard like this like sound in the crowd, like an eerie like sound, and then this all started. And there was this one girl who was like, I don't believe in these stupid theories. And she's like, but I was there. I was at the concert and I heard this sound that I never heard before in my life. And then that's when everything started.
What was the sound?
It
Like
was just
a?
like like an eerie. She's like, it was like a sound that I couldn't even describe before. And I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, that could have been some sort of a feedback from the. It was. Was it
I
like?
right. I don't
Was it a
know though. She
feedbacky
said
sound?
she said she never heard this sound before.
Hmm.
So then I went to my friend, because he's young, he's a youngin, so I had to like ask him his opinion. And he was like, Jeanine, I've been meaning to message you. He's like, him too. He's like, I've been watching TikTok all weekend. He's like, I can't get enough of this. He's like, again, he goes, I'm not one to believe in like these conspiracy theories. He goes, but something was definitely up at the concert. He's like, there was just something off. And he just says he has a bad feeling about this. And I was like, oh my God, me too.
You know what's weird? I will say it. I can't fathom how 8 people died
I know,
in
right?
that situation.
Right.
It
Well, they were
doesn't.
saying the security guards were not trained when they went through security, which they didn't have like a clear bag policy, which they probably should have, because there was a lot of people who had to get resuscitated by Narcan.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Um, the guy was like, I'm not really checking bags. I'm just making sure that you're not reselling your ticket here. A girl on TikTok actually said that. So,
Well, that was the same thing. Did you ever see that documentary on Woodstock '99?
oh no, I didn't.
It was the same thing where they were like, when they were hiring security guards, it was, because it's 3 days and that's it.
Yeah.
So they just like hired all these people, this agency or whatever, and they hired all these people and they like gave them a shirt and they were like, stand here and check bags.
Yep.
And then like half the people were like, I'm just going to walk away from this. There was like nothing that could be done. Like there's no accountability.
No, it's weird. And so it's like, who do you blame? So a lot of people, there's already a lawsuit out against him,
I
but
saw.
it's not the first time he's kind of been in trouble with this. So
Well, that's what I was going to say. What's weird is everybody seems to be blaming him, and I don't really hear anybody blaming the festival organizers for
yeah,
not having, because you're supposed to have a center lane so that you can get up and down and get to people quicker.
they had that, but it wasn't. People rushed it. People, I don't even know.
Because of Alec Baldwin's faulty
Probably,
setup, I feel.
probably, and now he's calling on the cops. Now you are, Alec. Okay,
He put out a tweet today. He was
I
like, I
saw
believe
it.
every set should have a cop on it. It's like, okay, I
Mm,
know you're struggling here, buddy, but
I know.
you're painting the obvious. By the way, I know somebody in the film industry, and I was with them over the weekend, and they told me that in New York, every set that has a gun on it, real or fake, has to have
Oh,
a cop on set,
okay. Well,
especially
there
in
you
New York
go.
City.
And what PD?
Yeah, because you can't just even film cameras or not. You can't just have people pointing guns at other people, and because
Yeah,
another cop
exactly.
could roll by and be like, "Oh shit, what's going on here?"
Exactly.
You
Because you
know.
can't really tell if it's an actual set sometimes.
Yeah, you really can, especially some of these indie sets are like they got
Right.
tiny cameras.
Um, yeah, so no, people, he was in trouble like I think 2017 or 2018. He kind of like, they said like he incited a riot back then too. Like he's just telling people to like, oh yeah, go against go against security, jump the gates, whatever he told them. So it's like, and he got fined for it too. So it's like, why would you do that again?
Yeah, I saw something that said he told somebody tried to take his shoes at a
Yeah.
show, and he told the crowd to fuck him up.
Yep.
That's
Uh,
bad.
yeah.
It's amazing how fast these things pop up though now. Like people are like the internet sleuths go crazy, like
Oh
finding
yeah.
this old
I
footage.
did.
You and your crew there, J
I
Sabs,
know, right? But
digging up
yeah,
all
no.
this old stuff.
But isn't it crazy though? Like honestly, like the whole thing is just, and I don't know if you saw so many videos on TikTok or not, but
No, I didn't watch the videos, but going back to what I was going to say before about your conspiracy theory, it seems strange that I mean, I know tramplings can happen. I understand that. But I feel like in these situations, usually authorities are alerted, the person on stage kind of gets wind of it,
yeah,
people will stop and they can care for and see it just seems weird that 8 people were stepped on and like it just seems usually like after the first or
yeah.
second you think people would be like, "Oh my god, we got to stop this. This is crazy."
I mean, also, they didn't say that they all died from this, correct?
I don't
I
know.
didn't really see a cause of death, and that's why people are like, it's something else. It's something weird. There was another video that I saw. Oh God.
I saw an article that said there was 8 people died of COVID at the Travis Scott concert. Little joke for my cute
Oh
people.
God.
Go ahead.
Actually, I just saw someone, and she was on The Bachelorette. I follow her, and she said you have to stop sharing these videos that the theories. The QAnon people are going to get wind of it. Also, it's racist. I'm like, how's it racist? How is anything racist? My theory is like maybe it's aliens, and that's racist. Like what? You fucking dumb.
Well, according to Demi Lovato, yes, it is.
Well, let me bring this up only because I saw a video today where this guy took a video of his TV playing a video of the concert, and you see a weird fit. I'm gonna send it to you. A weird figure like on top of the stage. It's weird, and I'm like, it looks like an alien. It's an alien shape.
That's probably
Okay.
some fake to Photoshop thing.
All right, I'm gonna send it to you. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm never sleeping again.
All right, send it on over to me. I'll take a look at that.
All right. So I don't
Um,
know. It's weird. It's just there's just too many weird things.
he's gonna wind up paying out the ass for this, though. I mean,
Oh yeah,
he's been convicted in the court of public opinion already.
and Drake got included in that too.
Is
Drake was
that
probably
right?
like, "Fuck, I only came for one or two songs, and now I'm getting sued."
I'm getting dragged into it. But
I don't know.
I also heard that they've had issues with this festival for the longest time because
Yep,
the location is just like a weird, rough location.
it is. And then I guess to get in, security is kind of tough because there was videos of people as soon as they got let in, they just like stormed the area, and they were like jumping over these fences. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Really?
Mm.
I mean, I don't know.
It's weird with these
I'd go to it.
festivals.
Go ahead.
You would go to a show like that?
I'd be honestly, I'd be a little bit scared of, like, I don't like pushing. I've been in that situation before, actually, at a Yankee parade when they won years ago. and I hated that. We didn't even stay for the parade. That's how bad it got.
Hmm.
I was like, wow, definitely not proud to be a New Yorker today, and let's go.
Yeah.
Have you? It's like it's weird. It's
Yeah.
not a good feeling.
I did with Frank and Frank's brother and your brother-in-law years ago. We went to go see Metallica,
Okay.
Deftones, and somebody. It was a real heavy metal hard
That
rock
sounds
show.
so great.
We were really young, and everybody sat up high except for Frank and I. We had floor seats.
Okay.
And so, Frank is like a super uber Metallica fan. So we like got there early and we went right to the front. And this was in July, this show. And we were just baking in the
Oh
summer
God.
sun for the entire because and it was like it wasn't a festival, but it wasn't just a concert with an
All right.
opener. There was like 4 acts before Metallica went
Oh
on.
shit. Yeah.
So we were there from like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, until they went on at like 9. And it was like, you couldn't give up your spot.
No.
You know what I mean? Like to go like and whatever. And we were there for the whole day and just arm to arm, like just like,
Right.
and people stink and they're sweating and then like their body surfing, crowd
Oh,
surfing on top of you. It was so bad that like at one point they just like security literally just turned the hose on the crowd and
get out of here.
we were like loving it because it was like, oh my god, water, because you couldn't have water,
Mm.
couldn't leave to get like a water.
Yeah. No.
It was crazy, and I remember the guy from Deftones jumped literally right on top of us.
Oh my God.
So much to the point where I said to him, "Nice watch," and he said back to me, "Thanks."
Oh God. So that was yeah. Okay.
You could ask Frank. It was one of it. He thought it was hysterical. Anyway, to illustrate your point, by the time Metallica came on, the pushing, because now everybody who didn't stand there the whole day was like, "F, screw this, I'm going to the front,"
Yep.
and the pushing was just so insane that I think I lasted maybe 2 songs, and I just went to the back. I was like, "This is I can't
Yeah. I
take
know.
this."
Yeah. And you know what? I've been to so many. I have been to a lot of concerts, punk rock concerts back in my day. When I could stand. Back in my day. And yet, like people would crowd surf and like push a little bit, but I'll be honest, it never ever got as bad as a Yankee parade. Never.
That's strange.
And it was like, yeah, it was bad. It was a bad year when we went, I
Well,
guess. It was just
I'll
I
tell
don't
you what
know.
that is. That is a lot of people going to Manhattan from Staten Island that
You
don't
think
really
so?
mix well with others. That's what that is.
It was like, what is going on here? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
They don't know how to behave amongst
No.
regular people, those
Nope.
Staten Island animals.
Nope.
Yeah, but that's an uncomfortable situation. But again, like so you've been in it. I've kind of been. It just seems weird that it could go on for so long that 8 people would. I mean, if somebody was like lying like on the floor, like how does that not garner more attention faster?
Yeah, I know. It doesn't and there was a lot of people on the floor.
And did nobody like pick up their phone and call 911 and be like, "I'm in the middle of this fucking festival," and
I don't know, but the problem was there was like these little like ambulance carts, but people
they
were
wouldn't let them
just
go through?
they started standing on top of them. So it's like what are you people doing? Like
That's weird.
I don't know. Unless they were just possessed by, certain evil. But maybe that's what I think it is.
We'll see. I don't want to sound like a dweeb here, but I can't help but think that this is again kind of another sign of we're all still a little fucked up from being locked in our homes for
Yeah,
like a year.
let out the loose fucking canyons, right?
Yeah, like you kind of get out there and you can't even like I can't tell you how many people I know that have gone on little trips, little like weekend trips or down to here or down to there or gone to a show or whatever, and I've come back and been like, I got way too fucked up, or I can't believe the amount of partying I just did.
Really?
Yeah, like I literally like 6 people have like that I know of like have come back from like little trips and be like that. I can't believe I just did that.
Well, you know what? um, in March, I had that wedding, and that was like the first wedding I had since COVID started, and like like a night out, and like a big night out, not just to go to dinner. And I got fucked up, if you remember. I couldn't even make the fucking bunny hop fucking Easter egg hunt the next day.
That's right.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
So you're right.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
was
we've.
like, I'm going fucking buck tonight.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I don't think we've gotten over it. Also, and I hate to say this too,
Uh-oh.
I really do, but I feel like this wouldn't really happen in New York.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, right? Like
No,
I don't
I
know.
don't.
That's not a slam against Houston per se,
No,
because I'm sure a ton of people travel just to go there.
wouldn't happen.
But I feel like we have like concerts in New York, especially at like Giant Stadium or Yankee Stadium, whatever. That's 34. I mean, granted, okay, they're all in seats and stuff, but still they have pits and things like that. And there's, we have the Panorama or whatever Gov Ball and all this shit. They pack in, 40, 50,000 at these shows
Yeah, no.
on the regular around here when there's
Well,
not these issues.
yeah, I don't think so. I just don't think they were prepared for it too. Well, I'm gonna say that so people don't comment and at me or judge me for my conspiracy theory. But yeah, no,
Well,
definitely something fucked up there.
look out for our Twitter, because I'll tweet the video that you share
All
with
right,
the strange.
I have too many, but I'll send you one.
Now I want to know: How did you fall? Because here's what'll happen. Here's why I feel like I fall down most rabbit holes. I'm on social. I'm on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram when something breaks, and I feel like if you're there at the very
Yes,
beginning, it's so much easier to get pulled into that wave and get
yeah,
hooked.
I was there from the beginning because
That's what it
we
was.
finished our show and then I was on Facebook, I believe, scrolling, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Wait, is this fake?" And then I was like, "Oh shit, it's not fake, it's real." Because then I have to go confirm. I have to go to TMZ. I have to go to my other sources, and then be like, "Oh my god, this is real."
Mm.
So, but you're right.
You know what? I'm gonna enter in another. I'm gonna enter in another topic here, J-Sabs.
Go ahead,
And I think this
because
is
we don't have
really
much time left. So let's go.
no, we don't. We're gonna roll through these next couple really quick. TikTok needs a fix. I wish TikTok. I'm talking to
God,
the algorithm people. I wish there was a way to tell TikTok when I'm in the mood for food TikToks, when I want to laugh at TikTok, and when I want to see, you
hot
know,
girls.
yeah, girls bouncing around for no reason. Because that's basically the only three things I get on TikTok anymore.
Okay.
It's either girls with that small waist, pretty face with a big bang. Was that it?
Yep.
Okay, I either get those videos, or people cooking, or people actually kind of being funny. And I get them sometimes. Like this morning, like all I wanted to do was get a couple laughs in. You know what I'm saying? As I was getting ready, for my day, and I was getting all hot girl TikToks, and I wasn't. It was all fucked up. And then sometimes, like right before dinner, I like to watch all the foodie TikToks, and I was
Okay.
getting nothing but laughy TikToks, and I don't care for that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I just want to be able to select, like, what are
The
you in the
time of
mood
day.
for?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
is this food, hooties, or funnies? Like you tell us. Also, there's this couple that I really can't stand where the guy insults the girl and then walks away and
Oh,
Gangsta's Paradise plays.
yes. I know which one that is. I have that
Mm.
one on mine too. Yeah.
A couple of cute ones, but for the most part, it's a little fake now, and I
Yeah,
can't really
it's a
stand it.
little forced.
It's a little forced. It is a little forced. And here's the other thing too. I got all hooked on some TikTok people like during the pandemic, and I never followed them because they always showed up in my feed. And now
And
they're not
now
showing up in my feed anymore, and I can't find them. It's driving me crazy.
I know what you mean. Yep.
I don't know who they are.
I know who you mean. Yep.
Oh, TikTok. Gotta fix some of these
Ah,
things. Gotta fix it. Bezos versus DiCaprio. Did you see this?
no.
So, Barstool Sports. All right. We were just talking about Barstool Sports last episode. Barstool Sports tweeted this photo out, or actually, I should say it was a video of um, this, I don't know, one of these climate summit fucking things, rich people caring about the environment bullshits. and Leonardo DiCaprio was there, and he was
Of course
talking
he
to
is.
Bezos and his chick, and so they put out this image, and like DiCaprio was like on a riser talking, and when you freeze frame it in this one little thing, it looks worse than it is. But
Oh God.
it looks like Bezos' chick is just like worshiping DiCaprio, doesn't it?
Oh, Leo.
So they put that out, and it kind of caught fire. Everybody was like poking fun at Bezos that he's the richest man in the world, and he's about to lose his chick to Leo.
Always.
And then stupid Bezos tweeted this photo, and he said, "Hey Leo, come this way," and it said, "Danger, steep cliff, fatal drop." Fucking nerd.
He is a nerd.
Yeah. That's got to be demoralizing though, like when you're in the room with a guy who can absolutely lift your chick, and there's nothing, not
You,
even being the second richest man in the world, can help you.
nothing.
Nothing can help you.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you think he just is like, it's Leonardo DiCaprio. So like, do I really even have a shot? Should I even put up any kind of fight? No.
There's nothing you can do. All I know is if this has never happened to me, but if I'm ever in a situation where I get invited to a party and Leo's there, we're not fucking going. I don't give a shit. I'm not taking my wife to that party. It's not happening.
I'm going.
I'll take you. Yeah, I'll take you. If you fall in love with him, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
That
right.
doesn't bother me none. I mean, I'll have to explain things
I
to
mean,
your
you
husband.
don't need to fall. Never mind.
Yeah, but this is, by the way, and you be honest with me, and I will know if you're lying, because if you're
Okay.
lying, you won't say what I know you're gonna say. If this is your husband looking at a chick caught in that moment, you're arguing till 3:30 in the morning, night of the party.
Oh, definitely.
You're home, you're drunk a little, still from the party, going, "You son of a bitch."
Oh yeah, exactly. Listen, I just actually brought up my husband when he was looking at that girl's shoes in high school. I remember that. I told you that a couple of weeks ago. I told him that night. And he goes, I was fucking looking at her shoes. So then I was like, no, you were not looking at her shoes. And then we argued for 15 minutes.
There's nothing like turning up a 15-year-old argument and
Nope.
getting right back into it.
15. Oh my God. Maybe it's like 20 years now.
By the way, speaking of which, my parents have had the same argument going about who asked who out for fucking 40 years, and
Oh
it
my
flared
God.
up again on the way back to the airport this
Oh
weekend.
my God.
Yeah. Oh no, it was on the way to the party that I saw you at, and I was just, and my son was like, "Dad, what's happening?" It's like, "What's happening?" I'm like,
And
"Just ignore them."
your father was like, yeah, but at least I could fuck you for 4 hours now. And your poor son was like, Daddy.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's going on. And then my mother is just filling him with every fear in the planet. She's like, "Don't let strangers talk to you because they're grabbing kids." He's like, "Dad, are they grabbing kids?"
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, "Oh my God, just shut up." I'm like, "Stop talking." Anyway, this is not a therapy session, but you could tell I missed mine today, right?
Yeah.
Um, let's talk about the Biden long greaser. I fucking love this story. Camilla Parker Bowles, that's Prince Charles's wife.
Yes.
She was talking to President Biden at one of these fucking rich people. I care about the environment bullshits. And supposedly, Biden slipped out a little greaser that went on for way too long and was way too loud. And the story goes now that she can't stop talking.
Oh, I fucking love it.
She keeps telling people. A source close to the what do they call her? The Duchess or some bullshit? I don't know.
Yep.
Says it was long and loud and impossible to ignore.
Oh my, could you just imagine? Could you just imagine?
Yes, I can actually.
Do they have
But
this on video?
they don't have this on video, but this was the same day that he fell asleep at the thing.
Oh my God.
So it was a little warm.
Did they eat turkey?
Probably had turkey or ice cream the day before. He's got all that creamy carby in his stomach.
Ugh.
Yeah, I tell the story all the time. I was at a party, not a party. We were waiting for a table at the hotel lobby, and at this hotel, big everything marble everywhere, and like fucking grandfather just lets out a greaser in the corner that just echoes around all the marble and everything else, and he can't hear shit, so he has no idea how loud it is. Yet everybody in the place is looking around
Aw.
like what is happening? So poor old Grandpa Biden had a long greaser. The most stressful city in the country, J-Sabs. Can you take a guess at what that is?
New York?
New York, right? You would think so.
It's not, though.
New York came in at number 13. We are stress fucking free.
Chicago?
Chicago's number 7.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles is number 9.
Jesus. Stressed out. Okay, what do people have to worry about?
You're thinking the wrong way. You're thinking real world problems. Rat race. Go the other way. Think libs.
Oh.
And they're creating their own issues.
Okay. Texas. Any part of Texas.
Houston's number 2.
Houston is what I was going to say.
And number 2. You want to hear number 1?
What?
Seattle.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Goodbye.
Seattle. I think it's the rain and everything else.
I was just going to say the rain.
Yeah. They came in at number 1. All right. Before we get to Frank gaslighting me, J-Sab's humble beginnings. I got reminded of this on Facebook today. 8 years ago today is what I think we'll call it Hamgate. But photographs of John Hamm's Hamaconda came out. And Jeanine sent it to me, and it became a long-running joke for
emphasis on long.
Yeah, months. I mean, it kind of still goes on. I feel like you made a John Hamm crack a couple of weeks ago.
I did,
but yeah, his gigantic sausage. You tweeted that out, or you sent it to me, and you were fucking laughing so hard, and all the jokes that came from it. That's when I first thought you were hysterical. I was like,
oh, really?
I always thought you were funny, but I was like, oh, this is a different level, different kind of
You
funny.
think I'm funny?
No, not in general. No, not really. But
oh, really? So that's when I broke the seal then.
Right, exactly. That was the first moment where I was like, oh, she can make jokes out of something. It wasn't that you were just laughing at it. You were making fucking jokes, and they were hysterical. And I always remember that.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but they were pretty fucking funny. And I still keep a rather large collection, emphasis on large, of John Hamm's pictures in my nightstand.
Right. That's a good spot for it.
8 years ago, pictures of him surfaced. He was wearing sweatpants and also like khaki casual pants, but you could see the outline of his member.
Yep.
And I was so excited and happy. The end. Not really the end, because I still am so excited and happy. But
not that you want to toot your own horn because you want to toot his, right?
Exactly.
I gotcha. So there you go. So anybody who's wondering about the humble beginnings of J-Sabs, it came with John Hamm's huge dick is responsible for where we are today.
I would like to thank. Yeah, if I ever like actually make it big, make it on the big screen, win an Emmy, win something, I'm going up there and I'm going to thank John Hamm, my family, then my husband. I got to thank him first, though. Definitely.
Yeah. John Hamm and his ham
to
hock.
thank John Hamm.
I agree, 100%. That's the order.
How's he gaslighting you? Oh, I know how. Go ahead.
Total gaslight.
Piece of shit.
First of all, where the fuck is he today? It was
all I'm saying is you gave him something free, and of course he's gone.
So I had to go to my cousin's 80th birthday party over the weekend, surprise party. Happy birthday, Viv. It was a great event. That's what my parents came into town for. And we had to go past basically you and where he lived. So I was like, I have all this stuff to give you guys. Some of the merch. Oh, some of the merch that J-Sabs is sporting on this episode. Look at that. That's what she said shirt right there. Available right now. Link in the description below. ShopAnthonyOnAir.com. Grab some J-Sabs swag. So I dropped that off to you guys, and I stopped at his house first.
Yep.
And I was talking to him. We were texting back and forth. He's like, I'm going to be home.
Yep.
Here's the thing. I didn't know how long this party was going to go for. So you both kept asking me, like, when are you coming to drop off the stuff? And I really didn't know. So I didn't want you to, like rearrange your Saturday to,
Oh, don't worry.
which you didn't.
Definitely didn't.
But I'm saying, like, he had some things to do. And I was like, just go, I was like, I'll drop it. I'll throw it in your backyard, if anything. So I get to his house, and his car is in the driveway. And I'm like, oh, he's home. I ring the doorbell. By the way, the postman had just left something on his stoop. So the postman dropped something off. And I didn't see, but I'm assuming they ring the doorbell or knock when they leave a package at your door. So he didn't answer that either. So I get up there, and I said to myself, if this is addressed to him, I'm stealing this. If it's addressed to his wife, I don't want to fuck up anything that she has to, get. But I was even thinking about just opening it and seeing what it was. It's taking it, that whole deal. I take a look. Who is it from? But our fine friends over at Jumpstart Coffee Company had sent him more coffee.
Oh, you should have fucking stole that.
And I was like, I'm really gonna steal this shit. So I'm like, I pick up that package. I ring the doorbell. I got the box of merch in my hand. I got the mug is in another box on top of that, and I'm waiting. I ring the doorbell a second time. I'm waiting.
Are you kidding me?
Nothing.
What a piece of shit.
Fucking 30 years, I know the guy. Went and answered the fucking door. Can you believe this shit? So finally, I go around back to, like, put it in his backyard. His gate is, like, locked. He's got, like, the only 10-foot gate I've ever seen. So I had to, like, hurl this mug into the air and hope that it, like...
Was okay.
Didn't break. I get in the car. I'm driving not even 5 minutes. And I think I texted, like, hey, I left the stuff in your yard. He, like, answers right away. He's like, oh, cool. Why didn't you come to the front door? Like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Why did I come to the front door? Me and the post guy fucking were up there hitting that doorbell.
Right, exactly. Like, what is he doing?
And then he had the
I know
gall,
what he's doing.
He had the gall to knock. To be like, why didn't you knock? Like, what?
What? Who knocks?
What would be that person that's, like, knocking? Yeah.
Hello? Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm here for your car's extended warranty. Then he would have fucking probably answered and been like, no, thank you.
Yeah. So either he was settling in for a matinee or he was sleeping. I think he was banging his wife is what I think.
Oh, I don't think he was banging his wife. I think Colonel Angus was over.
You think that's what it was?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I
feel
hope.
like if she was home and he was sleeping, she would have answered the door. Unless she just wasn't home. I don't even know.
They probably were just
getting it in there.
Yep.
Quite possibly.
I think so.
Yeah, quite possibly. And then I went to go drop off the stuff at your house, and you were like, I'm decorating for Christmas. And I fully was expecting to see you negotiating with a fucking 7-foot blow-up snowman in the fucking yard. You weren't. I was very disappointed.
I actually do wait till after Thanksgiving. That weekend, that Saturday and Sunday, that's all we do all day long. No, we just fucking marathon through it. We just, that's our go time. So.
Yeah, me too. That's become. Honestly, though, I think I'm going to start earlier. My parents were in, and it was Sunday morning. I'm like, you live in Florida. There's shit bagels there,
right?
And practically no laws. Let me go get you a nice bagel. And so I went out to get a bagel.
No laws on bagels. Go ahead.
And I put on. I put on XM, and I was like, what the fuck did we have? We have the Beach Boys channel on there. But it was like just a summertime thing, so they changed it. So I was like just flipping around, and I landed on the Beach Boys channel, and now it's one of the Christmas channels. So I'm like, oh shit, I wonder if they have all the Christmas channels up. And there's like fucking 12 Christmas channels.
I couldn't find it the other day, and I was trying to find it. What channels it start with?
I don't even know. I went.
Number.
I
I have
just.
to go. I have to Google. I have to go to the Google machine and find.
You don't even have the. I just go to like holiday. I'll go to like
Oh,
genre, and then holiday is on there now.
usually mine is just between 43 and 49, which is like all gangster rap and reggae and hip hop.
I should talk. I listen to the Dave Matthews channel like exclusively. Yeah, that's all I listen to is that fucking channel.
um, yeah, no, I have to find that. But one of our friends was, one of the first to comment and just been like, "Oh, come on, man, what the fuck?" Because he is a little Scroogey, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. He tries to act like he doesn't go and sit and watch the Lifetime Christmas movies. I bet we could find him one day doing that.
They're so good. They're just so good.
You actually like them because upstairs he loves them. He loves them so much.
I do. There's something about them because like I don't know what it is. Like the chicks are always like super hot, or it's Candace Cameron Bure, and I'm still a huge fan of hers. But they're always just so cheesy, and they're just so
Yeah.
predictable and easy to watch.
Yeah. You're like, you know exactly what's going to happen. So,
Yeah.
like, even if you miss 15 minutes here and there, it's still a good movie.
Doesn't matter. Kimberly's still gonna wind up at her daddy's old fucking dude ranch. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? In time
Exactly.
to use her city marketing savvy.
Right.
to
Before she
save it.
goes back to the big city. Right.
Right. Right. There's always some deadline. What job? Who do you know, Jeanine, that has to give a fucking presentation on Christmas Eve morning? It just never happens.
I don't
Yet
know.
it's in every one of these movies.
Or Christmas Eve. Right. Just
Yeah.
Christmas Eve in general. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's not it. I think I told you this before, but and maybe you would want to go. There is a Lifetime Christmas movie, um, like a meetup, like a Comic Con. But they
Let's
call it a con.
let's fucking do it.
I know people who went.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Wait, are there any straight men there? Because
Yes.
Okay, good.
I can't even.
By the way, speaking of which, my uncles took me to task for the last podcast
Oh.
because I said we were talking about celebrities that are loved, no haters,
Oh yeah.
and I said Hugh Jackman, and they were like, Hugh Jackman's gay,
Yeah.
and I
I've
said
heard
to
that
them,
too.
how do you know? Do you see him at the meetings? And they were like, that's the meeting joke's not that funny anymore. And then they said, they're like, no, everybody knows.
It's
And
like
I'm
an underground thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and they were going on and on. They had so much information. They were like going on and on, like his husband or his boyfriend is in the production company or some shit, and his wife kind of know. And I'm like, well, if everybody knows, who are we keeping this from?
I
What's
know,
the point?
really. It's like Matthew Broderick and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Well, he's gay too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There was a big thing that happened years ago, and my friend who worked in the business knew that it's like, and she said like everybody knows he's gay, right? But why is he married then to her? Like I don't get it.
Yeah, just go
Like
be
you
gay.
just said, yeah, exactly.
Go be gay and happy.
I don't know. It's a thing.
I'm fucking way too excited about this Lifetime con. What do they call it? I would fucking
Look, you're
love
thinking
this.
about it. You're like, fuck this story and Hugh Jackman. I can't wait to go to this Christmas con.
Because they're always at some like bakery. Remember, like there's always like a Christmas cookie scene. And
Yes.
you're like, oh, Christmas cookies. Or they're saving like a hotel or something. It's the fucking best. Who's the one that was in? Who's the one?
Oh my god.
She was in. Was it Mean Girls?
Yes. Also on Party of Five. I know who you mean. What's her name?
Holy shit, she is like the Meryl Streep of Lifetime Christmas movies.
Yes. Yep.
She's so fucking good in all of them.
Yep.
But what's amazing is like every year they get like a couple of like huge actors to do one of these fucking movies.
Yeah. It's like, what do they say to them?
Yeah.
I've got a great new idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
my dream would be if
You could be in
Marty's
one.
what? No, I would love to be in. I would die if Scorsese offered me a role in his movie, and I had to choose between that and a Lifetime Christmas movie. I'd be like, "Thanks, Marty, but I gotta live my dream out." You understand that?
Robert De Niro and DiCaprio co-star.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Now
I
I'm gonna
can't
go
do it.
with the girl from Party of Five.
Not today. At least the girl from Party of Five won't steal my wife like DiCaprio will.
Right.
Son of a bitch.
Mm.
No, but I was just gonna say, like, I would love for Scorsese or like Quentin Tarantino to do one of these fucking
Oh
Lifetime Christmas
yeah,
movies.
please.
It'd
That
be
would be great.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Or Wes Anderson, just like shoot the shit out of it, like make it all weird and funky, but it's
Yeah,
still
I'm in.
the girl from the big city.
Right. I'm into it.
Yeah. Find out about this Lifetime.
Oh, look at you. You fucking want to go. You
We
want to
gotta
go.
go. That's amazing. We've got to go to that.
I'm in.
I think the show can afford to pay for all. Is it here in New York or is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Is it one day or is it like a whole weekend?
I don't know if it was 1 or 2 days.
I
We'll
gotta
see.
check that out. My thing though with these, final thought here. Once Thanksgiving comes and goes, I can't. I don't watch them as much.
Really?
To me, they're like the appetizer. They're the pre-Thanksgiving. I'm getting into Christmas too early movies.
And then what do you watch between Thanksgiving and Christmas?
And then I shift hard into Home Alone and
Okay.
Elf and
Okay.
Christmas Vacation, and I got to run through all the classics.
Okay. Very good. I hope you add Christmas with the Cranks to your lineup this year.
I do that. Okay, Christmas with the Cranks and Deck the Halls. Speaking of our friend there,
Okay.
Matthew Broderick, that's my transition because those are better than Lifetime movies, but too shitty to be real Christmas classics.
I think Christmas with the Cranks is Deck the Halls. I don't think it's great. Christmas with the Cranks is like 5 notches up.
It's a step up. Yeah, it's a.
I bet you if you watch it again, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I love this Tim Allen. I'm gonna add it."
Tim Allen's great. I do love fucking Tim Allen. I really, really do. I
So.
really do. But there are some weird moments in that.
There is. It's like awkward. Like, do you laugh or do you like cry? I don't know.
Yeah. When the kid like lets the crook out and
Yeah.
he's robbing the house. What's happening here?
Right.
Make Tim Allen fall off something again. That's what we're all here for.
And laugh.
Should we? You know what we should do? We should make this year's Christmas special like a Christmas movie show
Oh.
where we run through our favorite Lifetime Christmas movies.
All right.
Just rank them all. Okay. And there was J-Sabs exit. There she goes. By the way, she looked like $1 million in that swanky Anthony on Air. That's what she said. T, inspired by her own actions. The great J-Sabs. You can pick up yours right now at the shopanthonyonair.com store. Oh, wait, here she is. She's back.
Well, because my phone overheated, so I gotta go.
Okay, go ahead. Go. We were just talking about your shirt. Go.
Oh yeah, that. Oh, I have to show you I have to send you the video of my daughter. I'm trying to teach her what it says. I'm not gonna even tell you what she said. I'm gonna send it to you as soon as we get off the phone.
All right, send it to me. All right, that's it for us. Link in the description below for the merch. Link in the description below for the Jumpstart Coffee Company. Save 15% with the promo code AOA15. Best coffee I have ever had. Great coffee, great cause. And to Frank, wherever you are, come back. Try and talk to your friends. I mean, for the love of God, we're trying to give you stuff. We're trying to hang with you. He's just ignoring us entirely.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we get that back on track. We'll
Bang
catch you guys on the
Bangathons.
next one.